And good evening from Austin High School in Austin, Indiana. It's Trinity Cougars basketball here on the Buzz 99.3 WZZB. Trinity Lutheran, in their final road game of the year, will take on this Austin Eagle Ball Club. In fact, this will be the last regular season game for each program here as we get ready for sectional play next week. The Cougars come in 13-9 on the year. Austin also a nice year. In fact, they are at 13-8 on the season. Austin is under second-year head coach Brent Jamison. He's 24-22 here at Austin High School. Coach Mike Lang, third year at Trinity. He's 35-30, and looking at the possibility here of closing out the season on a high note here in terms of regular season play. The Cougars took a tough loss on the road on February 24th at Greenwood Christian, losing that ball game by 4 at 66-62. The Cougars ran off 7 straight wins, had a loss to Scottsburg, beat Madison 72-53 at home, and then, of course, just mentioning the Greenwood Christian game, so Trinity wanting to get back on track here tonight against this Austin ball club. Trinity, they're averaging 61.6 points per ball game. Defensively, they gave up 55.5, and that compares well to Austin, who, like Trinity, in the low 60s in their scoring column, as they score 62.4. Defensively, they gave up 56.5 points per ball game. Last year, Austin was able to defeat Trinity on January 25th, 64-57, and again, that was a hard-fought contest. In fact, over the last 12 years, Austin holding a 7-5 record against Trinity Lutheran in terms of these two programs meeting up over that course of time. Trinity is led in scoring by Hudson Lang. He continues to fill it up along with Reed Mellencamp. Hud at 17.3.
Hard to win a lot of ball games when a team gets that hot, but we kept it within striking, did still walk out of there with the victory, so hopefully our defense is more intact tonight. Well, it's just a two-man show. One thing I think we can improve upon, I think we can improve upon our defensive intensity a lot of times. Once these guys figure out.
They put together a nice little win streak, 4 in a row. And Coach Brent Jamison has a really nice squad here. This is a ball club that we lost to last year, 64-57 at the BAC. All-time record 7-5. It's always competitive. We should get much of that same here tonight.
Yeah, last year that was a really inspiring game for us. We played both without Hud and Reed in last year's game, and we just had guys step up. They controlled the tempo. Roush got hot on us in the fourth quarter, and they pulled away, and they escaped with one on our home floor last year. So, BJ, my assistant coach BJ Sinclair and I, we talk a lot about, cashing in receipts from last year, and this is one of those receipts that we need to cash in from last year because they did storm the court after a victory against us last season.
Well, not that you remember too much about that game, but looking at the Eagles here, in terms of matchups, their average height for the most part, they've got a 6'2" kid, I think maybe a 6'4" kid that might rotate in occasionally, but they're led by Trayson Roush. He has 21 points per ball game, and then they have a couple other double-figure scores, so these kids can put it up too.
Like we've talked about in film, there's going to be two guys that's going to do the majority of their scoring, and Roush and Moeller. Michael Moeller is one of the top freshmen in the entire state. He is a dynamic player. He's very gifted and skilled, and they got a great 1-2 punch with him and Roush both.
Well, this game, again, as we alluded to, the last regular season tune-up before tourney time, any special approach in terms of how you'll work this game from a rotation perspective and, from that standpoint, is it a tourney-like prep here from that standpoint?
100% it's a tourney-like prep. I'm going to kind of approach this game with our game plan tonight of maybe if we're fortunate enough to play Hauser in the championship on Saturday, not to look ahead to any other teams, but, I want to try to control the tempo tonight. If we can control the tempo, I'm going to like our chances and try to limit their possessions a little bit tonight. If we crash the boards, we'll be okay. But if we can do those two things, eliminate the offensive rebounds and control the tempo, I'm going to like our chances coming out of here.
Well, I know your kids like to run quite a bit, so that's going to be quite a bit of a learning curve there from that standpoint. Sounds like a little bit of a slow-down game and ball control.
Well, if we can get something in transition, we're going to take it. But we're just not going to get impatient on offense and take a shot just to be taking a shot. I think this is a team that if we get a couple rotations on them, we're going to be able to find our gaps and either get to the basket or kick to an open shooter.
Coach, should be another good game tonight. Congratulations on another great regular season. We'll look forward to talking to you after the game.
Appreciate it, Kurt. Thank you very much.
And that's Coach Mike Lang with the pregame comments. We'll come back with a look at the starting lineups and your opening tip. You're listening to Cougars Basketball on the Buzz 99.3 WZZB. And good evening from Austin High School. It's Trinity Cougars basketball here on the Buzz 99.3 WZZB.
Again, good
Kurt Nichols here courtside tonight as we bring you Trinity basketball. Trinity Lutheran 13-9. Austin Class 2A 13-8. Let's get after it here as tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Pizza Palace in Seymour since 1973. Trinity Lutheran once again 13-9 on the year under head coach Mike Lang. He's 35-38 in his third year. They'll start Hudson Lang at a guard, a 6'1 junior, 17.3 points per ball game for this ball club. Reed Mellencamp, a 6'3 junior, 16.4 points he brings to the table, along with Bodie Brooks, a 6'3 junior, 6.3 points. It's Braxton Sinclair, a 6'1 junior, 7.8 points. And Logan Shepman, a 6'4 junior, into tonight's ball game, starting as again the postman down low. That's a look at the Trinity Cougars as again they come in here tonight having come off of a 7-game win streak, and then that promptly was stopped by Madison 72-50, or excuse me, Scottsburg 56-51, excuse me, as they played the Warriors February 17th. A win over Madison 72-53 on the 21st, and then of course that Greenwood Christian game at Greenwood Christian as they lost that ball game on Tuesday night 66-62. So that brings you up to date here in terms of the Cougars. The Austin Eagles, as Brent Jamison has his ball club here at 13-8. Jamison 24-22. He's in his second year here at Austin High School. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for this Austin Eagle ball club. They will start Braxton Barger. He is a 6-foot junior, 12.3 points, 3.6 rebounds per ball game. It will be Braden Conkler, a guard. He's a 5'10 senior, 2.1 points, 4.1 rebounds. The third guard in this set, it's Trayson Roush, a 6'2 sophomore. He leads this ball club with 21.1 points, 6.1 rebounds. And then let's look at the forwards now. It's Micah Muller. Muller is 6'4". He's a freshman, averaging 2.1 points. And then it's Carter Hunley at 6'4", a junior, as he will get the start tonight. Says here he's averaging 1 point per ball game. That probably is not accurate based on the stats that I was given, but nonetheless, this ball club has some height here tonight. A couple of 6'4s to go at it, and that will be a nice matchup for this Trinity Cougar ball club here. A good crowd on hand here at the gym tonight as, again, the Cougars on the road. Saw Tim Patton, one of the officials that seems like he's everywhere. Andy Darledge also on this crew tonight as we get ready to get started. Trinity in their gray uniforms, they'll be going right to left. And, of course, in their home white uniforms, it will be the Austin Eagles from my left to right. And it will be Micah Muller at 6'4". He'll go up against Reed Mellencamp at 6'3". And a blow of the whistle. This game's getting started here as it's in the air, and the control tip by Austin. The Eagles will get the first touch here as Trinity will open in a 2-3 zone now. Across the top here is Roush. He'll jack a 3 ball. That's long. Rebound tipped out on the front court, and they'll reload here. Out on top here is Muller. Now he'll just simply hand it off to Roush. Roush, he goes down the right side. A little bump there into his own player as both players survive that collision. Now baseline left, here's Muller. He's triple teamed. A kick out, 3 on the way. That's short. Rebound fought for. Lang got a hand on it. Instead, it's going to be Austin as they will control it. Another 3 on the way. That's an air ball. And once again, it's run down and then bounced off of the legs of Braxton Sinclair. So the Eagles getting the benefit of some offensive rebounds here. And now Trinity will stay on defense. Inside pass, nice job off of the inbound play, but that's missed as Carter Hunley couldn't get it to go. Rebound Cougars, Trinity down the floor. Here's Sinclair, challenges to the rack hard. No, and the rebound goes to Micah Muller. So Trinity's first touch comes up empty, and then Austin will answer that with a turnover as it sails out of bounds right in front of the Trinity bench off of the hands of Trayson Roush. No score here early. Trinity now Here's Sinclair, and he has to go off of the front of his foot. He started to make a Cadillac move inside from the right baseline. That'll be a Trinity turnover. Now quickly coming in is Luke Shepman, and Sinclair will get a breather. 7:03. We're just underway here from Austin High School. Glad to have you along here on WZZB Sports presentation of Trinity Cougars basketball on the Buzz. Here's Braxton Barger now. Barger on the right wing. He is challenged by Shepman. They'll get it out on top, posting up inside. This will be Hunley. He'll let it go from 8 feet. No, rebound goes to Lang. Here comes Trinity Lutheran down the floor, trying to draw first blood here. Here's a kick out. Bodie Brooks 3 on the way, long. Rebound goes right into the hands of Braxton Barger on the right baseline. Nobody scored yet here as they put Saran Wrap on the goals here. There's an air ball from the right corner, or from the left corner rather. Trinity rebounds now in transition. Inside is Shepman, a kick out, 3 on the way by Brooks, no. And the rebound once again goes to the Eagles. Now here's Micah Muller on a move all the way to the bucket down the left side. Muller scores the first 2 points of all game. That'll draw a quick timeout by Coach Mike Lang. And so it'll be a 30. Check the Bob Pointer Family Dealership scoreboard. 6-11 first here in period number 1. It's the Eagles 2, Trinity Lutheran nothing. We'll be right back with more action. You're listening to Cougars basketball. Early 2-0 lead as nobody could make nothing, as they say, with the exception of Micah Muller. He has the only 2 points of this ball game to give his ball club a 2-point lead here. 6:05 left, period number 1. Trinity looking to score for the first time. They'll run it across the top. Here's Lang. Lang in between circles over to Brooks on the right wing. Brooks directing traffic now. Thought about a 3. No. Instead, it's going to be Luke Shepman out on top. Now here's Brooks. 3 on the way, right wing. Good! Give him enough chances, he'll drain it. Trinity 3 and Austin 2. Brent Jamison now, the coach of Austin, directing his players. Down the right side goes Roush on top to Muller. Now they'll go a high post right back to Muller, baseline left. He'll have to pull it down. Trinity swarms defensively. Roush inside. He'll challenge, a little double clutch, and the ball on the floor and recovered by Bodie Brooks. Here comes Trinity in a hurry. There goes Luke Shepman down the floor. Here's Lang, the trailer. 3 on the way. Good! Hudson Lang with a 3 ball, back-to-back threes by Trinity. The Cougars hold a 6-2 lead here early with 5:12 left here in period number 1. Down the right side is Roush as they'll move the ball to the high post once again. Hunley outside as Shepman tells him hello. They'll hand it off to Roush. Roush inside, goes down the right side. Runner blocked from behind by Mellencamp. He'll be called for the foul. So got the ball, but got the body too, and that'll be Reed's first, team's first. Tim Patton with the call. And that will send the Eagles to the free throw line in the person of Trayson Roush. Roush, a 70.7 free throw shooter, averaging 21.1 points per ball game. And he has probably the brightest pink shoes I've seen in high school basketball this year. First free throw is good. A little bit of a fashion statement there, as these players tend to do. I don't know that he's got any endorsement rights there, but nonetheless, Roush makes the second of 2. And it's a 6-4 lead by Trinity Lutheran. The Cougars down the floor. Brooks, left corner, 3 ball. Shepman in the air. Good again! Luke Shepman with a 3. Trinity reigning 3 supreme right now as they finally get hot. They take a 9-4 lead after 3 3-balls. And so it's Shepman, Lang, and again, Bodie Brooks with a 3. Now, Austin tries to answer a 3 of their own from the right corner. That's off the mark. Rebound Trinity. Cougars down the floor, down the right side. Brooks now trailer Lang right back to Shepman in the right corner, rather. And he'll get it right back to Lang. Shepman, he'll jack a 3. It's on the way, short. Tips his own rebound into the hands of Trayson Roush. And here come the Eagles on the attack now. On the dribble, Roush, stutter step. Now he's dogged by Lang. He'll try to spin. Oh, he walked, no call. He looked like he had an extra step there, but he gets the call benefit of the doubt as he has 4, and it's a 9-6 lead by Trinity Lutheran. Lang with the basketball. Good pace here in this ball game tonight. Baseline right it goes. Inside, Logan Shepman. Logo has to give it up. Out to Mellencamp. Mellencamp down the lane. Kick out. 3 on the way. Left side. Here's Luke Shepman, a 3-ball. Trinity can score nothing but threes, and we'll take that. That's like rolling sixes in Yahtzee. 12-6. Trinity Lutheran is there up by 6 with 3:30 here in period number 1. Holding the basketball is Roush in between circles. Lang going to work on him. Roush right side. Now Roush goes to the floor. Now a little bump foul. Let's check it here. It's going to be Shepman. Logan Shepman with his first, team second. A really good crowd here tonight on this Thursday night here, the last weekend of the regular season for teams around the state. And, of course, tonight's ball game, the last regular season games for each. Now spinning inside. Here's Micah Muller. He'll spin from the right side and put it in. Muller posting up nicely. 12-8 Trinity. Lang, see if he can answer here. Lang down the left side on the left wing. Stepping out to say hello is Rouse. Lang pulls up from 8 on the left block, and he puts it up off of the rim. No. And the rebound falls to the Eagles. And once again, they'll go on the attack. Muller straight away, and a blocking foul. And it will be on the Eagles' Carter Hunley. He set a screen, and that did not set well with referee Tim Patton, as that was an illegal screen call. That's the first foul on the Eagles, and Trinity now with a 12-8 lead with 2:50 left in a quick-moving first period. Here's Lang, Mellencamp, left side now, ball on the floor, nearly stolen. Luke Shepman recovers. Mellencamp now top of the key. They'll go to the right side over to Brooks. Brooks will look to give it up to Lang. Lang in between the circles, surveying the defense. Lang, right, left, inside pass to Shepman, lowers his shoulder, then he has the ball stripped away. Trinity turnover. On the attack now, straightaways Barger. He'll jack a 3 straight away, good. Braxton Barger with his first 3 points. It's a 12-11 contest. Trinity by 1. Here's Mellencamp. Left corner it goes. Lang going to try to answer. He'll attack inside, goes with his right hand, puts it up, he scores, and he'll go to the free throw line. Hudson Lang, a good aggressive move as he has that quick release. Put it up, just beat the defensive player in the person of Braxton Barger. And Barger picks up his first, and Lang with a +1 here. As coming out of the ball game was Carter Hunley for the Eagles. Trinity's Logan Shepman also a seat as Isaac Darlidge checks in for Trinity. Here's Lang with a +1. It's in the air, short, and the rebound goes to the Eagles. Good ball game here. Trinity by 3, 14-11, approaching 2 minutes left, period number 1. Across the midcourt stripe is Roush. Roush cross court over to Barger. Barger, he's working on Shepman. Barger inside, cross court pass, 3, catch and shoot on the way by Roush. No, rebound inside, and Tyler Collins comes up with it, has it tipped away. Trinity going down the floor now, Reed Mellencamp. Lang across the top. Now they'll go to the left side. Back to Lang on top. They'll play pitch and catches. Isaac Darlidge now dumps it down below with Mellencamp on the left block. Out on top, Lang. Brooks now right corner. Entry pass to Mellencamp. That ball's tipped away, and it was off of Reed Mellencamp. So he tried to post him up on the right block there, and he just got maybe a couple of fingernails on the basketball, and Trinity has turned it over 3 times. Austin has only turned it over once. The Eagles holding a 9-4 lead in the rebounding department, most of those of the offensive rebound variety. On the dribble is Roush. Now tips it out on top to Muller. Muller, he'll challenge inside. Nice job of holding his own inside there by Trinity's Bodie Brooks, and the ball tipped out of bounds off of the miss. It will be Austin basketball. Bodie did a nice job to redirect the play there as he just stood his ground, held his hands up high, didn't draw the foul. Now entry pass inside, and they'll have it cut off nicely. Brooks again making a nice defensive play. Straight away is Barger. Barger spins in the lane, puts it up with the right hand, banks it off the rim. No, rebound goes to Brooks. And here comes Trinity once again, holding that 3-point lead with 53 seconds left at 14-11. On the dribble, curling to it is Darlidge. Cross court, Lang. Lang on the left side. Lang fakes right, drives left. Now spins in the lane, puts it over the right hand. That's a good move by Hudson Lang. He has 7. Trinity opens up to a 5-point lead at 16-11. As these two ball clubs are competing hard here tonight, you certainly want to finish strong to prepare for sectional play next week. And The Cougars are looking sharp here. Here's the three on the way. Micah Moeller scuffs in front of the rim. Ball on the floor. Run down by Lang, and here comes Trinity once again. 19 seconds. Presumably the Cougars will slow it down here for the last shot. Coach Mike Lang directing traffic now as Hudson Lang will go in between circles. Rifles at high post to Mellencamp. Mellencamp with 4 seconds left. Somebody's going to have to shoot. It'll be Mellencamp. Long three on the way by Mellencamp. No, it's long, and that's the way the period will end. A good quarter for the Cougars. Check the Bob Pointer SEYMOUR dealership scoreboard at the end of the first period. It reads Trinity Lutheran 16, Austin 11. We'll be back with second quarter action. You're listening to Trinity Cougars basketball on the Buzz 99.3 WZZB. On we go to period number 2. Again, Trinity holding a 5-point lead here after the first period, 16-11. And the Cougars will open second quarter action with the basketball as they'll bring it in to Isaac Darledge. Darledge will take it across the midcourt stripe as the Eagles into a 2-3 zone now. It'll be Shepman back to Darledge on top, Lang on the right side. Now they'll play pitch and catch. Lang once again on the right side, hands it off to Brooks. Brooks now skips it out on top to Mellencamp, and now back to Shepman. Left side of the court it goes. Shepman gets the ball on the left side, and now Trinity will work it. Here's Mellencamp. 3 on the way from left wing. No, and the rebound. Bodie Brooks out of nowhere comes up with a sky rebound, and now Trinity will reset. Left corner it goes. Brooks, 3 on the way. Good! Bodie Brooks, his second 3-ball. Trinity, their biggest lead of the night at 8 at 19-11. The Eagles now with Roush across the midcourt stripe. They'll go into their set as Trinity again matching up nicely with their zone. So both teams deploying that zone pressure here as Trayson Roush will back it out. He's working on Brooks. Roush looks over to Coach Jamison, gets the play. And now here we go. Right corner goes. Pulling it down, here's Hurt. He'll take it in, cut off nicely. Hurt is a 5'4 freshman, and he thought better of taking it inside. Here's a 3 on the way, no. Rebound knocked out of the hands of Lang, and it will be Cougars basketball. So Coach Lang talked about wanting to control the tempo of the game. I think they've done that thus far here tonight. And again, looking good here as they've had a basket load of 3 balls here this evening. Cross court it goes to Brooks. Brooks on the left wing. Coming out to challenges Hurt. Left corner it goes. Now high post Lang. They'll take it around the perimeter now. Mellencamp on the right wing. Back to Lang on top. And Mellencamp once again rifles a pass down to the left block. No. Entry pass inside of Brooks. And they'll have to give it away. Here's a 3 on the way. That's off of the mark. No, it's long as Luke Shepman couldn't get it to go. Rebound falls to the Eagles. As Braxton Barger down the floor. Barger cut off nicely. Here's Hurt. Hurt across the top. He'll back it out. Now he'll hand it off to Roush. 5:54 left, period number 2. Again, Trinity by 8 here at 19-11, and they'll set a high post screen here. Roush in traffic. Double pump, puts it up on 15. No. Rebound tipped into the hands of Mellencamp. Good job by Trinity's defense standing firm there as the Cougars once again go back defensively, or offense. Now the ball's poked loose. Trinity turnover, spinning, fouled up on the left side there and getting the roll. Let's see if they'll count it. They probably will count it. So we'll check both the foul and the bucket here. Let's see. So the foul is on Brooks. So they're saying that That was before the shot, and now Coach Jamison is livid. So checking in now will be Micah Muller. So again, the official just ruling that it was a grab of the arm before the shot. So Trinity will benefit in that regard as Hayden Hurt now will inbound the basketball, baseline left. Looking, still looking. Now underneath, wide open, off of the mark, no, as Braden Conkler couldn't get it to go. He missed a gimme. Trinity rebounds, here they come. Here's Lang, back to Brooks, right corner. Brooks again on the right wing. Trinity by 8 at 19-11, left corner, wide open, pulls it down, does Darlish. Now they'll go cross court. As Lang now passes up a three-ball opportunity. Darlidge in the left corner, now high post Mellencamp. Mellencamp pulls it down off the front of his foot. Ball on the floor now. Nice job by Darlidge as he avoids disaster. Three on the way, right corner. Shepman is blocked out of bounds. Coming over, Micah Moeller, the 6'4 freshman, makes a nice block to tip it out of bounds. Trinity will reload here with an even 5 minutes left here in period number 2. Trinity again up by 8 at 19-11 as re-entering the contest, Orlando Neese, his first entry into tonight's ball game, checks in. Trinity now gets it in, catch and shoot by Mellencamp, and he goes to the bucket hard, foul, and he's called for the offensive foul. Reed Mellencamp with 2. And the Austin defense did a nice job of holding their own, and coming in momentarily will be Braxton Sinclair, presumably for Reed Mellencamp, who's the proud owner of 2 fouls here. Across the midcourt stripe is Hurt now. Hurt cut off by the defense. Inside is Moeller. Moeller at the free throw line. He'll challenge, turns, spins, puts it up. No. Rebound fought for. Ball on the floor recovered by the shortest man on the floor, Hayden Hurt. And now nice interior pass, and fouled from behind was Tyler Collins as he released from the right block. And he'll go to the free throw line, and he'll have a couple of shots coming his way here. And actually, that was Reed Mellencamp's third. Couldn't get him out of the ball game quick enough. And Coach Lang wanted to put some saran wrap around Mellencamp so he could get this substitute in here, as the first of 2 by Tyler Collins is good. And right on cue, it's Braxton Sinclair checking in. Drayson Rouse checks in for Austin. Also, Braxton Barger will check out. And now having his second free throw opportunity is Tyler Collins. Trinity up 19-12 currently with 4:36 left in the second, and Collins makes the second of 2. So checking the Bob Pointer family of dealerships scoreboard. 4:36 left in period number 2. It's Trinity 19 and Austin 13. We'll be back with more action. You're listening to Cougars basketball. Well, back here at Austin High School, we've got a good one going on here tonight. Trinity holding this 19-13 lead here in the second period, as the Cougars looking to grab a road win here to finish the regular season. They're 13-9. The Cougars have led by as much as 8 at 19-11. Meanwhile, the Eagles will drop back defensively. Trinity with the basketball. They'll bring it down the floor. And the big issue for the Cougars is the fact that Reed Mellencamp is sitting with 3 fouls here. So Trinity will face three-quarter court pressure now as they'll get it in. Here's Lang. And now Darlidge. He'll skip it over to Brooks down the right side. He'll get it out ahead into the hands of Sinclair. Now Darlidge. Lang on the left corner now. Lang starts to make his move, step back, thought about a 3, pulls it down. Trinity now will reload. As Brooks with the basketball, and he'll throw it right into the hands of Roush, and Roush down the side. He'll put it up, doesn't get the roll, and the foul on Trinity is Isaac Darlidge. Trinity has 5 turnovers, and that cannot make Coach Lang happy in the slightest, as that will send Austin to the free throw line in the person of Trayson Roush. Roush has 4. He averages 21.1. Again, as we mentioned earlier, the 6'2 sophomore to lead this ball club. And the first of 2 is good, and that pulls the Eagles to within 5 at 19-14. Second free throw. Good again. Trayson Roush with 6. And the Eagles pull to within 4, 19-15. Trinity facing pressure, gets it out ahead to Darledge. Darledge. Brooks now Lang in between circles. They'll play pitch and catch across the top as Brooks will skip it right over to Darledge on the left wing. Now here's Lang around the top. Trinity working hard to get an opening there. And tell you what, the Austin defense has really stifled them here of late. Out on top, rifle pass inside to Logan Shepman. He'll put it up, gets the roll. He'll go to the free throw line for the +1. That may be the answer. Shepman was able to post up down low, and the foul will be, I believe, on Carter Hunley. Let's check that. Here it is. That's his second. And that's the first Eagle foul of tonight's, of the second period for Austin, as, again, Logan Shepman will stand in here. First free throw is good, and in fact, that's the +1 as Shepman has 3, and it's a 22-15 lead by the Cougars. 3:39 left here in period number 2. Across the midcourt stripe, here's Moeller. He'll hand it off. Across the top, it goes to Roush in between circles. Now they air-mailed it as they tried to find Micah Moeller cutting to the bucket from the left side. That will be a turnover. And that will be the second turnover of the evening for Austin. They've really taken care of the basketball tonight. Trinity nearly throws it away, and now the ball is on the floor, and in fact they do, and now the ball sails out of bounds as the Eagles give it right back to the Trinity Lutheran Cougars there, as both teams a little sloppy in that regard. So Trinity will reload here, and it will be Luke Shepman just beating the horn as he will come in for Isaac Darledge with 3:17 left here in the second period. Again, Trinity holding a 7-point lead, 22-15. They'll get it in line, catch and shoot 3 on the way. Higher shot, good! Hudson Lang with a 3 ball. Reed Mellencamp from the bench raises his hands high. He knows how big of a shot that was. Trinity has opened up their biggest lead of the night at 25-15 with 3 minutes left here in period number 2. Now high post, walk no call as Hundley gave it away. And now the ball's on the floor. Roush, left corner. Not even thinking about shooting as Collins instead. A long three on the way from the left wing. No. Micah Moeller couldn't get it to go. Rebound Trinity, lying down the floor. Down the right side, Brooks skips it over in the right corner. He'll get it to Sinclair. Sinclair double teamed, and it goes off of his foot. That's the 7th turnover, and I'll tell you what, they really need to clean that up there. Just an unforced error as it goes off of the shin of the Cougars there. And so the Eagles, with 2:28 left here in period number 2, down by 10 at 25-15. On the dribbles, Moeller. Straightaway 3 on the way. Yeah, off the mark, no. Draws too much iron, and now the ball's run down by Braxton Barger. And the Eagles will reload. He'll hand it right back to Moeller on top. And Coach Jamison now calling out the play here. Curling to it is Barger on top. He'll hand it over to Roush. Roush on the dribble, left wing, double team. Ball tipped out. Roush runs it down. Left corner goes back to Collins. Roush now right back to Moeller on top. Moeller on the dribble, curling across the top. Here's Barger. They'll go to the left corner once again. I don't believe that Collins is going to shoot it. Instead, it will be a 3 ball. And that's Trayson Roush as he jacks a 3. He has 9, and it's a 25-18 contest. Here's Brooks now, double teamed out on top, gets it to Lang. Lang, double teamed once again on top, has to find some help. Instead, it will be over to Luke Shepman inside, baseline left. Ball on the floor, and it'll be tipped out of bounds. And that very easily could have been a foul on either Austin or Trinity Lutheran. I thought that the defensive player had position there as Shepman made his move. Long 3 on the way by Lang. That's in and out, no good. And the rebound goes to Moeller. 1:22 left here in the period. 3 on the way. Austin, that's off of the mark. No. Roush couldn't get it to go. They nearly throw it out of bounds, and now pulling it down. Barger threw on the way from the left side. That hits the side of the scoreboard. And now taking it in, a little up and under shot is Micah Moeller as he's able to convert. 25-20 as the Eagles have scored 5 straight, and now Trinity with 55 seconds left here in the period will go high post to Shepman, right back to Lang, left corner. Inside, they'll take it all the way to the right side, and it goes right through Trinity's hands again as Luke Shepman couldn't handle the pass in the right corner. Trinity turnover once again, and coming right back in now will be Ross Beavers as he makes his first appearance in tonight's ball game. Beavers, a 6'2 sophomore. 45 seconds left here, 25-20, Trinity Lutheran. Trinity on the defense now. Across the midcourt stripe, here come the Eagles. Out on top to Moeller. High post he goes. Well, they'll dribble it right back out. Hunley, nothing there. Coming to it is Roush on top between circles. Roush down the left side, trying to find a seam, can't do so. He'll simply scoop it over to Hunley, who gets it right back to Roush on top with 23 seconds left here in period number 2. Roush on the dribble. He'll be working on Langhud with no fouls in tonight's contest. 15 seconds left. And now Roush takes a look at the clock. They'll go around the top to Barger. 9 seconds left into the hands of Moeller. Now, left corner, 3 ball on the way, long, and the rebound from behind. The put back up off of the mark, no, and that's the way this period will end, as a missed 3 ball and then a rebound attempt. Put back, falls off of the mark, and that's the way this first half will end here at Austin High School. A check of the Bob Boner Family Dealership scoreboard. We're at halftime. It's Trinity Lutheran 25, Austin 20. We'll come back with the halftime show coming up next. You're listening to Cougars Basketball on the Buzz 99.3 WZZB. This is Cougar Halftime here from Austin High School. It's the Austin Eagles and the Trinity Lutheran Cougars in a nice battle here tonight on this Thursday evening. Trinity Lutheran holding a 5-point lead here at 25-20. Let's take a look at the scoring here for tonight's ball game here at halftime. First, let's check the Eagles scoring. They've scored 20 points here tonight, and we'll check their season average. That's about 10 points under their season average of 62.4. And so both teams really not necessarily struggling. That just lets you know how much of a defensive ball game this has been so far here tonight. Trinity's 25. They score in a similar manner to Austin as the Cougars score 61.6. So again, let's check the Austin scoring. They're led here by Trayson Roush. He has 9 points here so far in tonight's ball game. Roush has a 3-ball along with a field goal, 4 points from the free throw line. Again, 9 by Roush, 6 points by Micah Moeller. Moeller has 3 field goals here to his credit up to this point of the ball game. Other scorers for this ball club would include Braxton Barger. Braxton is a proud owner of one of 2 3-balls here tonight. Barger again with 3 points. The other 3-ball again with ownership by Trayson Roush. And then in addition for the Eagles with 2 points as a result of free throws, it was Tyler Collins. And 6 points, Micah Moeller. So Moeller with 3 field goals here. The Eagles, they shoot 6 of 30 from the floor, as that just speaks to the quality of defense deployed by this Trinity Lutheran ball club. That's a 20% shooting clip. Inside, they go 4 of 14 at 28.6%. And then they just can't buy one from long range here. 2 of 16 from three-point land at 12.5% here tonight. And then when you look at free throws, good free throw shooting ball club, they're 6 from 6 at 100%. Only 3 turnovers for Austin here so far in tonight's ball game to go along with 15 rebounds. Well, the band is playing, the popcorn's popping. It's a good night here at Austin High School. Glad to have you along. We'll come back. We'll check Trinity scoring coming up next. You're listening to Cougars basketball on the Buzz, 99.3 WZZB. The Cougars halftime show continues again at halftime here at Austin High School. Trinity holding a 25-20 lead. Let's take a look at the Cougars scoring now. Hud Lang, 10 points here at halftime. A couple of three balls, a couple of field goals. And then it was Luke Shepman. He got in on the three-ball act as he has 6 points as a result of 2 3 balls. Bodie Brooks, he had 2 threes as well for a total of 6 points. And then the only scorer other than that in the book also has 3, but that's the conventional method as he scores a field goal along with 1 point from the free throw line. So again, the vast majority of Trinity scoring coming as a result of the 3 ball. That's where they shot 6 of 12 at 50%. They go 3 of 5 from inside the arc. And then overall they were 9 of 17. That's interesting because only 17 shots put up here. They shoot 52.9%. And then the free throws, they go 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Coach Lang, I'm sure he's emphasizing turnovers as part of his lively conversation at halftime. Trinity with 8 turnovers in the first half. And they grabbed 11 rebounds to go against Austin's 15, so the Eagles winning the battle of boards here tonight. So again, that's a look at the Cougars scoring. In terms of fouls here, really the concern is with Reed Mellencamp. Reed has 3 fouls, Isaac Darledge with 1, also with 1 apiece is Bodie Brooks and Logan Shepman. Checking the sheet for Austin, Carter Hunley with a couple of fouls. And the only other Eagle foul was Braxton Sinclair. Or Braxton Barger, rather. Braxton Sinclair. Let's check him for Trinity. I don't think he has any fouls. So nonetheless, that's a look at the Trinity scoring. By the way, pass along this note that the Cougars JV squad, they were able to outlast Austin 49-43. Trinity got up big in that one late, and then the Eagles came charging back. They ran out of clock as the Cougars win by 6 at 49-43. It was Will Hackman with 16. Rusty Harris had a dozen. Cade Shepman with 9. Brody Stuckwish, a good night, with 7. And then Ross Beavers had 5 points for the Cougars JV. Well, this has been Cougars Halftime. We'll come back with third quarter action coming up next. Don't you dare go away. You're listening to Cougars basketball on the Buzz 99.3 WZZB. back here at Austin High School, getting ready for third quarter action. Again, Trinity holding this 5-point lead, 25-20, as the Cougars' last regular season game tonight here on the road, taking on Class 2A Austin. Trinity looking for their 14th win tonight, should they be successful. They're getting prepared to play Shaw Memorial to open up the Milan sectional. That will be Tuesday night at 6 p.m. The Cougars and Shaw Memorial should be a good ball game. And Brandon Terrell will have all the action right here on WZZB, as we'll provide Trinity Lutheran coverage through the entire tournament again for Trinity Cougars basketball here on the Buzz 99.3 WZZB. I know Brandon is probably listening in tonight. I didn't see him here at the ball game tonight. If he were here, I'm sure he would have equipped me with popcorn and a Coke courtesy of his pocketbook. So we're going to let that ride right now. But again, Brandon always does a nice job covering Trinity sports. And again, we'll look forward to a full week of action next week as sectional play opens up around the state of Indiana. And again, WZZB, your home for Trinity sports. Getting ready now to get after it here in period number 3. Trinity starters back on the floor, as it'll be Lang and Mellencamp, Luke Shepman, Logan Shepman, and Reed Mellencamp. The Eagles will open with the basketball across the midcourt stripe as Roush. Trinity still in the 2-3 zone now as Michael Moeller gets a touch down the right side. Little runner, double clutch, fouled, and it's going to be the 4th foul on Reed Mellencamp. You could not script that any worse for the Cougars. And I'll tell you, they just isolated on Mellencamp as making a nice move to the bucket was Moeller. He charged hard, and Coach Lang got a explanation there from the official, as the first of 2 by Moeller is good. And just like that, it'll be Braxton Sinclair as Reed Mellencamp will check out again with 4 fouls, and presumably we might not see that young man until period number 4. We'll see how it goes here as the Eagles have pulled to within 4 at 25-21. Second free throw in the air. Reynolds round no good, and a rebound by Austin. So they will try to capitalize here. Now a little up-under shot by Moeller. That's off of the mark. Another offensive rebound, and it'll be tapped out of bounds. It'll be Trinity. It'll be Eagles basketball. So now Coach Lang he's in disagreement with that call and asking to see if Tim Patton can get some help on that. That will not come, as the Eagles will maintain possession here. As we've been down the end of the floor. Now entry pass inside, Moeller down low, and it'll be a possession arrow as tied up as Moeller, and I believe that was Logan Shepman getting a hand off it. So that will be a turnover by the Eagles, and Trinity now with their first touch here in period number 3. Trinity by 4, 25-21, 7:30 left, period number 3. Trinity facing full court pressure. They'll get it to Brooks across the midcourt stripe, skips it out ahead now. They'll get it to Sinclair. Sinclair to Brooks, thought about a 3, pulls it down. Lang now, he'll pull it down also. Trinity trying to be patient here, pitch and catch across the top. Sinclair back to Brooks. Brooks now on the left wing. Sinclair skips it out to Lang on top. Lang around the right side, right corner, catch and shoot 3 and away by Brooks. Good! Bodie Brooks. That's at least the second time he has had a catch and shoot 3. He has 3 3 balls in total, a total of 9 points, 28-21 Trinity. Between the legs dribble now. Here's Moeller trying to work on Lang, baseline right, spins. He is just a load inside. Now the block by Trinity, now putting it right back up is Tyler Collins off of the miss. He has 4. And now here come the Cougars once again down the floor. Lang on top, he's in trouble. Somebody needs to help out. It's going to be Shepman right back to Lang on top. Now Lang, he'll let a 3 ball go. It's in the air, long rebound. Ball goes into the hands of Micah Moeller. And the Eagles down 28-23, 6:22 left here in the period. Now inside, leaning in is Moeller. He'll spin, put it up off the side of the rim. No, rebound Shepman for Trinity. Logan with a nice rebound for the Cougars. 6:10 left here. Right side it goes. Now right corner, 3 on the way. Good again as Luke Shepman finds his third 3 ball of the night. They like this place a lot in terms of a shooter's gymnasium, and Trinity has scored a bunch of 3 balls tonight. Now pulling it down, here's Moeller, and he's quickly bumped by Braxton Sinclair. That's his first, team second. I'll tell you what, again, the Cougars finding the range here with those threes. And that's exactly what you need to do against a tight zone that Coach Jamison has deployed by this Eagle ball club. Across the top is Roush on the Eagle logo in midcourt. 5:46 left, period number 3. Trinity 31 and the Eagles 23. On the dribble, here's Roush. They'll get it across the top. 3 on the way by Barker. It's on the way good. Braxton Barker, nice release, nice result. His second 3 ball. 31-26. So just like Trinity, they're finding it from long range against Trinity's zone. Now inside, here's Brooks. Kicks it out. Here's a 3 from the left corner. Good again! As this time it's Braxton Sinclair dialing it in. That's contagious, 34-26. Now here's Roush across the midcourt stripe, approaching 5 minutes left. High post, now a hold on Trinity, and that was a right call. Luke Shepman just grabbed the jersey of Micah Moeller. No problem with that call as the Eagles will bring it in. Baseline right here. Waiting, still waiting, and now it'll be an illegal screen on Austin, and it was Braxton Barker. He picks up his second. So they tried to get Xander White open in the left corner, and Andy Darledge would have none of that as he makes the call. Now across the midcourt stripe is Lang. Hudd with the basketball, right wing. Hudd now working it. Trinity sets a screen with Shepman on top. Now Hudd pulls it down, goes to the right corner, fakes, now goes to the right baseline. And he lowers his shoulder. He's called for his first foul of the ball game. So aggressive move by Lang, and that is the correct call as he spun right back into the defender there, and I believe that was Trayson Roush who made a nice play. Meanwhile, Carter Hunley will check in for the Eagles, and checking out will be Tyler Collins. Hunley, a 6'4" junior for this ball club. And now the Eagles across the midcourt stripe. Here they come. This is Moeller. He'll hand it across the top now as Roush gets a touch. Roush, left wing it goes. Here's Boswell into the ball game. Now on top, here's Moeller. Moeller down the right side, all the way to the rack, puts it up and in. He just did a blow-by as Micah Moeller with 9 points, and now a whistle on the play away from the ball. And it'll be a foul on Braxton Barker. That's his third. Well, let's check it here. I have him for 3. So we'll check that as the ball's inbound. Trinity gets pushed right in the back now. It's Callan Boswell with his first. So now it's getting to be a very physical game at this juncture of the ball game. Both teams really tightening up their defense, and right on cue is Braden Conkler. He'll check in, and Callan Boswell, the 6-foot freshman, will check out. Trinity gets it into Lang. Lang down the right side. He's racing and running. Here comes Lang, kicks it out left side, 3 on the way by Shepman. Long air ball. Here's rebound by Sinclair. Ball on the floor, still on the floor, and coming up with it is Austin, and now a reach-in foul on Trinity Lutheran. So Trinity's Logan Shepman with his second. Logo, 6'4" junior, and that put the Eagles in the bonus here, and stepping to the free throw line will be Micah Moeller, the 6'4" freshman. He's got a good high school career ahead of him here, this young man. Moeller, flick of the wrist, good. Moeller shooting 66.7% from the free throw line. And the second free throw, good again. He's a ball player, 11 points, 34-30, Trinity by 4. Trinity down the floor in a hurry. They'll get it out ahead. Here is Sinclair, the paint kicks out. Lang, the trailer. Lang at the free throw line, has to give it up now. Curling across the top is Shepman. Luke gets it back to Lang. Lang behind the back dribble with 3:53 left in period number 3. And Braxton Barker with his with a foul again on the play. And they do. Well, they're showing 3 fouls on him. I've got 4, so we'll fight that out with the scorers table. Nonetheless, it's 3 team fouls. And now down the floor, here's Lang. He'll go to the rack hard. He goes sailing to the inline, bangs his elbow, and it'll be Trayson Roush with the personal. And Lang will have 2 free throws coming his way, and he'll step to the free throw line. He's still grimacing in pain. His right elbow might have got a stinger there as he goes to the floor. Hudson Lang with 10 points, 73% free throw shooter. Free throw number 1 gets the roll. So both teams in the bonus here for the final 3:45 of period number 3. And again, it's Lang. Doesn't get the roll this time, and the ball falls to Hunley. And the Eagles down the floor, down by 5 at 35-30. Long throw on the way. Muller lets it go. A 3-ball good. Micah Muller with a 3. And now Trinity down the floor. Now posting up, here's Shepman, or excuse me, that was Logan Shepman as he misses from inside the paint. And the rebound goes to the Eagles. Again, Trinity by 2 at 35-33, and now the ball off the mic, put back up and in off of the miss. So that was Braden Conker with a huge putback, and now Trinity working it. They'll get it inside, a nice hanger as Bodie Brooks challenges from the right block. Brooks with 11, Trinity breaks the tie that was momentarily at 35. Trinity back up by 2 at 37-35. And now Moeller will hand it off as these two teams going back and forth in a nice battle tonight. Spinning inside, Moeller puts it up off of the rim. No, he'll go to the free throw line once again, as it will be Braxton Sinclair with his second. So Sinclair with 2, Logan Shepman with 2. Bodie Brooks and Isaac Darledge with 1 apiece, along with Hudson Lang. The big one is Reed Mellencamp. He has 4 at this juncture of the ball game, as Moeller makes the first of 2. He has 15 to pull his ball club within 1 at 37-36. And now a whistle by Tim Patton. Let's see what that's all about. He might have just wanted TV time there. I don't know. So nonetheless, Moeller with his second free throw set to be launched, and it's in the air. Doesn't get the roll, and the rebound goes to Trinity's Bodie Brooks. The Cougars holding on to this 1-point lead. 2:34 left, period number 3. 37-36. Lang with the basketball. Shake and bake inside, kick out now over to Brooks. Brooks will get it to Shepman. Logan hands it off to Lang. Lang on the right wing, started to pull up. Now they'll skip it out on top. Here's Luke Shepman down the middle. Entry pass downside. That's knocked loose. Trinity turnover. Wanting to run are the Eagles. They'll put it up and in as Trayson Roush puts the Eagles up 38-37 with 2:08 left here in period number 3. Once again, a Trinity turnover results in some Eagle points here. 1:59 left as the Cougars now will try to answer. Luke Shepman, baseline right, Lang. Lang working on Moeller. Lang with the basketball. He'll dribble across the top. Gets it over to Beavers. Now inside it goes. Spinning inside with the right hand. No, he doesn't get the roll. Braxton Sinclair couldn't get it down. Rebound goes to the Eagles, and once again, Moeller will jack a 3 ball on the way. High off of the rim, no good, and it's off of the guy wire. It'll be Trinity basketball. So checking out for the Cougars, Luke Shepman. And it will be Isaac Darledge in the lineup for Trinity. 1:30 left here, final 90 seconds of period number 3. Trinity down by 1 at 38-37, and now off of a turnover, here they go to the rack once again. Putting it up and in is Trayson Roush. So there'll be a timeout on the floor. It'll be a full timeout. And check the Bob Pointer Family Dealership scoreboard. It reads, Austin 40, Trinity Lutheran 37. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Cougars Basketball on the Buzz 99.3 WZZB. The Cougars find themselves down by 3 at 40-37 with 1:19 left here in the third. The Cougars will bring it against full court pressure as they'll get it into Lang. Lang will match up with Moeller down the left side of the floor. Into the left corner it goes. Lang gets it right back now on top. Now the ball tipped out of bounds off for the hands of Braxton Barker, and Trinity will inbound it from the left corner now. Bodie Brooks will work to get it in. He looks, still looking, needs some help. Rifles it inside, and then releasing is Darledge. Isaac Darledge right to the bucket, puts it up and in. Trinity to within one at 40-39. Darledge out on top. He started left and then broke hard to the bucket right and then puts it up and in. Nice play by Trinity Lutheran. Here's Roush now on top. They'll get it over to Barger. Barger with those 4 fouls, by the way. Here's an entry pass inside to Moeller. They'll kick it out. Turnover by the Eagles. And Trinity recovers with 42 seconds left. A chance to retake the lead here to end the third period. Here's Lang now. Lang on the dribble down the right side. Pulls up from 15. High in the air. No. Rebound falls into the hands of Moeller. Moeller down the left side. He's double teamed. Nice job cutting him off. On the dribble is Barger with 25 seconds left here in the period. Barger working on Darledge. Hands it off to Moeller. Moeller, basketball on hip now. 16 seconds left. And Trinity tries to pack it in here. Moeller on the Eagles logo. 9 seconds left. Moeller starts to make his move. Bump, no call. They'll rifle it right into the hands of Bodie Brooks. Brooks down the left side with 1 second left. Puts it up, fouled. He'll go to the free throw line with .1 on the scoreboard. So that will be on Braden Conkler. And that's his first personal of the ball game. That will send Bodie Brooks to the free throw line. And this ball game is tied at 40 apiece here. Bodie Brooks, a chance to give Trinity the lead once again here. Gets in the air, and it's good. Trinity Lutheran 41 and Austin 40. A tenth of a second left. They'll rifle it down the court, and wide open underneath was Conkler, but he couldn't field it and put it up in time, and that's the way this period will end. What a ball game here at Austin High School tonight. A check of the Bob Pointer Family Dealership scoreboard. At the end of the third, it's Trinity 41, Austin 40. We'll be back with more action. You're listening to Cougars basketball. Well, we hope you're enjoying tonight's basketball game from Austin High School.